Alright, so I've got a Nintendo Switch controller here, and it was brought to me. You can see a little ribbon here. I noticed that. So it looks like this plastic strip here was pulled out of place. This is the left controller. I've got the right one here. For comparison, I know they're kind of a mirror, but you can see the plastic strip and how it's not popped out. Um, Now for these controllers, I noticed they have kind of a special screw that's kind of a three-way prong, so it's not a flathead or a Phillips. My understanding when I was looking it up is that this is kind of standard for Nintendo, making it a bit more exclusive for them to fix things. But really, the screwdriver that I got, while it did take me, a couple of days to get, because I ordered it on Amazon, it really wasn't that expensive or hard to get. And with the electronics I've worked with, something like that, this is really not hard to fix. The biggest danger that I saw with my kids playing with this right here is the ribbon right here could get wrecked, and if any of the wires inside the ribbon broke, then you might see something like pressing a button and nothing happening. So I'm going to open this. This is my first time opening it, and I'll be honest, I haven't done a whole lot of research in doing this, but I do have some general electronics background. So without further ado, let's see how it looks inside here. So from what I'm seeing here, it looks like it's just the 4 screws here. When I am messing with this, I'm pushing some of the buttons, unfortunately, on the other side, so I'm seeing that it's lighting up. So that is an indication that it does have power of some kind. So be aware of that if you're going to open something like this up. I would not imagine it's enough to shock you. However, I would think that it's enough to, if shorted across the wrong components, you could further damage what's inside here. So please use caution. All right. And look at that. So that's the inside. These are the ribbons that were in place. Again, this is kind of an easy fix from basically what I saw, because it looked like the plastic just popped out, and then the ribbon kind of got in the way whenever it was, I guess, try to be put. I guess my son tried to put it back in, kind of thing. But I decided, hey, I'm opening this thing. Why not take the opportunity to, look inside, see what it looks like. Now, looks like this is the battery here. It says rechargeable Li ion battery, lithium ion battery. I'm assuming Li is lithium. All right, so you see the plastic grooves right here. It is not much of a fix to simply make sure they're aligned properly, and it kind of snaps in place even before we're putting any of the screws in. Let me make sure I got all of it before putting the screws in. Oh, there, snapping in a little bit more. Alright, so relatively easy fix. My screwdriver here costs, I guess it's not magnetized. It was like, I think it was less than $10. It was like $6 or $7, and that's with like shipping and everything. So it wasn't that much. And now I have this tool on hand for anything else that I might want to work on. For instance, I have another Switch controller that's made to look in the style of a GameCube controller, and for some reason it is not working now. So if I wanted to take a look on the inside to see if the parts are corroded or anything like that, I can use the screwdriver to open it up. Anyway, As you can see, when I'm pressing the buttons, I'm getting an indicator light here showing, the power's still on. It's not going crazy. So this is a relatively easy fix. But I would, there might be a lot of people that go out there and see the issue. My son was still playing with controller, still useful. But in the condition that it was, the worry is that it's more vulnerable. So you've got that ribbon exposed, and if for whatever reason you try and crunch down really hard on the controller, the casing itself could damage some of the connections inside the ribbon. So if that were to happen, we would be out of a good controller. So that ribbon, so far as I know, is not something that you can easily buy. But for whatever reason, if I had a damaged controller and that ribbon, or if I had a damaged controller for whatever reason, I don't know, someone had like a snapped board on the inside, but the ribbon was intact, you'd be able to use, typically, and I didn't 100% disconnect the ribbon inside here, but typically ribbons are something that you would be able to take off of one board and put into another, if you have that specific kind of ribbon. Alright, so there you go, relatively easy fix. Thanks for watching.